Hello everyone, so today we'll be taking a look at two new airsoft Glocks to the lineup. Here we have the VFC Glock 17 Gen5 V2 and then the GHK Glock 17 Gen5 MOS. So what's the difference between these two airsoft pistols? Visually, it's not that big a difference. We both have the front serrations in the front. The trademarks are all correct. And the big difference on the outside, probably first of all, the VFC is a clean slide, just like the normal version, while the GHK, it has the MOS cut out for a red dot. Also, you can get the RMR adapter separately, and you can mount all your different type of pistol red dots. So the main difference would be the coating on the slide. The VFC one has the anodized finish, which is a more shinier finish, I would say, while the GHK has a full Cerakote, which is the added bonus because the Cerakote has a nice touch to it. The color is a little bit more matte-ish, and also the coating on it is way tougher and stronger, and even if you put like something metal on it, like scratching or whatever, it's not gonna come off that easily and doesn't even leave a mark for like normal day-to-day use. So definitely that makes it a little bit stronger in that sense. Another difference is the weight as well. The VFC magazine, the weight's quite a bit more, so when you have both of them in hand, you can definitely feel the weight difference. Another difference between these two guns is due to the internals. So VFC has a striker fire hammer system inside. So when you cock the slide, there's actually, you can feel a stopping point that when the slide is trying to push the hammer down. And then a very clean trigger on it. On the other hand, the GHK has a flicker system, so it doesn't have a hammer right here, which gives it more room for the gas nozzle. And also when you pull the slide, there isn't really a stopping point or something. Super smooth. But the thing with this system is that makes the trigger a little bit stickier and heavier as well, to a point that sometimes it might be a little bit hard to pull. It'll take some getting used to. Another big difference between these two is the hop-up adjustment. So on the VFC, it has the VFC patent pending guide hop adjustment system. So basically, it comes with a Allen key in the box, so you can basically stick it in to the front and then just twist the Allen key and adjust the hop up. It's pretty nice and easy. You don't need to take down the gun. You don't need to do anything like too much hassle. On the GHK, however, it is a new design system compared to their older Gen 3, but it actually requires you to take a little Allen key and stick it in here, in this corner here, and you need to find the little screw, adjust it a little bit, take it out, adjust the angle, and then adjust it again. Like, the adjustment on this is not the most convenient and reliable, so actually I would recommend changing that out if you have the budget. But it still works. It's not as easy as VFC, but it's not the worst, I guess. And another big difference between the two is that the GHK actually is compatible with their older generation Gen 3 CO2 and green gas mags. So if you have the old mags, you can feel free to use them. And the benefit of the CO2 mag is that, especially for people in colder areas, you can use the CO2 mag to make it perform better in the winter. While on the VFC, they don't really have the CO2 mag available, and it's only recommended to run green gas. And in the winter, the gas efficiency definitely dwindles. So if you're looking for a more realistic training process, things like that, the GHK is probably a better bet. But if you want something that's easier to tame, the VFC is definitely easier to control when you're fielding it in an airsoft game. So there you have it. These are the major difference between the VFC Glock and the GHK Glock. And well, let me know what you think in the comment. Which one do you think is better for you?